Molly Hemingway has an article out in the Federalist today which outlines in detail the Robert Mueller past misconduct regarding his misuse and abuse of prosecutorial discretion. One of the most significant, and I'll throw it out there, people can do their own research, is Sandy Berger. Sandy Berger, who, by the way, plays a role in some of the things I worked on in the past, something called Able Danger. Sandy Berger took and destroyed documents out of the National Archives, top secret documents, which were pertinent to the 9/11 investigation. And his punishment was a misdemeanor, and he lied about it. So Mueller was the director of the FBI at the time and allowed this all to happen. So let's look at this. A man who was caught taking documents out of his socks, documented the destruction of those documents, admitted to the destruction of those documents, and nothing happened to him. And now we're talking about everything being done to find decades-old crimes, which may or may not have been committed, but had no relation to anything regarding President Trump, the campaign for his running for president, or anything, all that. So this is where, again, we're seeing massive and continuous corruption on the part of Mueller and his team.
Right, and that's not to say, by the way, and I want to make this very clear too. I always get emails about this when we discuss the Mueller probe. This is not to say that the shady business dealings in which Manafort was involved were right. They were obviously wrong. He broke the law. He evaded taxes. He continued to do that, and he lied. He should be held accountable to the law for that. There's no question about that. It's also wrong to lie to the FBI and to lie to Congress. It's the wrong thing to do, and if you do that, you run the risk of being prosecuted because you're allowed to be prosecuted for that. Nobody's questioning either of those two things. We're questioning the motives, why Mueller is doing this, and whether it is in the interest of actually what he was appointed to do. What he was appointed to do is determine whether there was any collusion between or conspiracy between the Trump campaign to illegally meddle with the Russians in the 2016 election. We are far and away from that original intent of the Mueller probe. That's the main problem here.
This is, the investigation that Mueller is currently conducting has long ago, I believe, resolved that there was no collusion. So everything you see now is an attempt to intimidate or otherwise get someone prompted to say something that they can get them on a process crime or something that is maybe a crime but not remotely related to the campaign. So this is why I support the president. I think others do too. It's long past time for Mueller to end this. This is all now an investigation searching for a crime, and if they can't find a crime, I think they'll try to make one up.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.